Okay, there, saved. So now I suppose I have to just sort of... Okay, just go like this then. So much for guards being around this place. I think I'd be pissed if some guy's just walking around the palace and no one... Okay. Yeah, open. Okay. Strange. Open. Open. Uh-oh.
Halt!
Need to see Syanna, urgently.
In the matter of?
Want to talk to her, plain and simple.
Want to talk to her. It's important.
Want to talk? Go see your gran at tea time. Not one locked up on the Duchess's orders. No doing without special permission. Period.
Found some information important to her case. Need an explanation, urgently.
Ah, fine then. You're that witcher who solved the murders, no? Then
Rabbit,
you've my
actually.
permission, but only for a few minutes.
Promise to be brief.
Fine. Why couldn't I just, you know, axie him?
The witcher will speak with the inmate. You can take a momentary break.
As long as it's truly but a moment. Highly irregular, this.
Irregular days.
Have you come to see how I fare? I'm fine, thank you. Artorius' ribbon worked wonders. It's a shame they took it from
I
me
know
for...
who the 5th victim was supposed to be.
Goodness, you're simply a compulsive snoop. I'm in prison. Dettlaff is dead. Could you not just drop it?
Syanna, stop
No.
pretending you couldn't care less. I know it's an act, and it's really starting to wear. Why do you want to kill her?
For such an accomplished investigator to ask about the obvious? Come now, Geralt. Why do you think?
Because she turned her back on you. Forgot about you.
Because she turned her back on you, then banished all memory of you?
Bravo, Geralt. Yet another riddle solved, and your sick curiosity sated.
Hey! It's my job.
Well, what now? Off to share your discovery with Anna Henrietta? Oh, she's no longer in danger, true. But she very well might add a little something to your reward.
Definitely gonna tell her. Not necessarily for the coin, though.
Then why do it at all?
She ought to know. If only 'cause you'll probably try to kill her again if she ever lets you out.
I probably will.
But why? Ever thought to forgive her?
Perhaps, just for a second, you could stop dwelling on all the wrongs folk have done you and forgive her.
Why should I?
For old time's sake. You loved each other once.
Please. I don't know who fed you that rubbish, but...
Read your governess's diary. You played together, were inseparable. Henriette'd get you into trouble sometimes, sure. But there were also times she stood up for you. When you had nightmares, only she could calm you. Time eats away at memories, distorts them.
Oh, it does.
Sometimes we only remember the good. Sometimes only the bad.
A lot of the bad, actually.
If she loved me so, why did she wash her hands off me? Forget me, hmm?
She was a child.
Syanna, you were exiled when she was how old? 12? 13? She was a child. What was she supposed to do? Rebel? Organize a coup? Steal your father's seal and forge a pardon? She was powerless. Wiped you from her memory not because she didn't care, but because your departure was traumatic for her. She forgot because that was the only way she could handle the pain.
Ugh. You meant what you said in the Land of a Thousand Fables. You really want a happy ending to this story, don't you?
I do.
Ah, with all of us living happily ever after.
Yep.
Go, Witcher, or they'll give your medal to another. And that would be a shame.
Farewell, Syanna.
Fine. Bye. A lot of dandelions floating about here.
Commander Dettlaff would like to see you. Shall we go at once?
Need to tend to something.
Need to tend to one thing first. I'll look in on him afterwards.
So be it. Geralt, well met.
Ooh, mine. Stuff. Mine. Oh, mine. Cheese. I don't know why it's got cheese, but cheese. It's now mine. Oh, locked. Oh. Can I go back up there? No. Actually, there is something I have to tend to. First, I need to get this beard shaved off. Ugh, I hate it. Ah, there we go. Man, I really wish there was something to just stop Geralt from growing his beard completely. I just don't like the... I just don't like it. What's this? Phoenix egg. Mine. Mine. Where the hell's Damien?
What exactly?
Oh, he's up here. Duh. Wow. Damien, buddy boy.
Damien.
Geralt, it's about time. Ready for the ceremony?
Ficta... don't look too good.
Your face doesn't look good. Though it looked even worse last I saw you.
I apply a balm of arnica. Yeah, I hardly feel it anymore.
Fifth victim, I know who it was supposed to be.
Got some important information. Anna Henrietta was supposed to be Dettlaff and Syanna's fifth victim.
You are certain of this?
Completely. Found proof.
Inconceivable. How could she? The murders, the mayhem she brought down on the city, were they not enough? She sought to strike down her own sister, her liege. Traitor. I must alert my men. Enlarge the Duchess's honor guard. Make certain Sylvia Anna is closely watched during the questioning. I'll see to it personally. I thank you, Witcher, for alerting me, and I appreciate your attentiveness. Let's begin the ceremony. Come with me. The Duchess awaits.
Rose. A few hours later.
In the Guild's name, I beg your assistance, your enlightened highness. Without barrels, production will come to a stop, and it will be the end of us.
You lost them all in the fire. These are horrible tidings.
Horrible.
Oh, we are most dreadfully saddened.
Yes, your enlightened highness all. Once the beasts had clawed their way into the warehouse, the whole place went up in flames.
I shall dispatch a palace guardsman to examine the site of the blaze. If things are, as you say, fitting compensation shall be paid from the ducal treasury.
Thank you, your enlightened highness.
I think he's lying.
Your grace, Geralt
Rabbit of
Rivia
Rivia
has arrived.
My dear subjects, we come now to our next point of business. Of all the duties which fall upon my shoulders, as the ruler of this dominion, this duty is dearest to my heart. For now, we shall award the Order of Vitis Vinifera, Toussaint's highest honor.
Geralt of Rivia, slayer of the beast of Beauclair, step forth.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
bestow the distinction upon the Witcher, who saved Beauclair from the terrible beast. Such is our
Wow.
desire.
Last action hero.
May this symbol serve as a reminder to all that the Witcher shall forever remain a friend of Beauclair.
A friend.
In more familiar terms now, I thank you immensely, Geralt. Damien has your reward for you. After all, it was but a contract.
Thank you.
A small
Thanks.
surprise for you, in addition. I give you more than a dozen barrels of Son Real, a wine normally reserved for the ducal
Oh,
table.
cool.
The gustatory experience of a lifetime awaits. Are you content?
Truly honored.
Feels like a second distinction. I'm honored. Thank you.
I trust you shall make good use of it. In a moment I shall speak to Syanna. Will you assist me?
Yes.
You returned my sister to me.
Oh, that
Yet
was
you
weird. What
also
happened to her hair
showed me
there?
her horrendous deeds. As head of state, I must judge her fairly. But she is my sister. Thus my heart bleeds for her.
If my presence will help in any manner, of course I'll stay.
I'll
We shall
do it.
now question a person implicated in the murders which recently ravaged our fair city of Beauclair. Captain de la Tour, show Sylvia Anna in.
She's heavily breathing. She is a scourge.
The Witcher will take part in our
The
talk.
rabbit. Free to do as I choose. Duchess asked me to stay.
The Duchess requested I be present.
You have committed crimes. Grave crimes. Yet you are my sister. And my heart does not allow me to treat you as a common criminal. Thus I have asked Geralt
Rabbit.
to advise me, as one impartial. I shall now hear what he has to say.
Oof. Let's go. She had cause to feel pain.
Bitterness consumes Syanna. She had cause to resent many of the court of Beauclair. I know her reasons, understand them even. But I can't condone the actions she chose to take.
What is he talking about, Syanna?
You know exactly what. I was forcibly exiled, remember? To your benefit. You knew well the throne would then be yours, though I was the elder. The ministers I can understand. They'd hated me since I was a child, thought me a poor prospect for the wife of a duke. I even understand our parents. I'd always sensed the problem. They simply feared me, for I dared to be free. That fabricated curse, it fell into their laps. A gift from above that brought relief. But you... your dagger hurt most. You were my Henrietta, dammit. My darling little sister. Now do you understand, Witcher? She betrayed me.
Claim to understand all those you detested had killed.
Claim to understand them all? Why'd you come back for revenge? Have them all cut down then?
They deserved my vengeance. They detested me, all of them, as long as I can remember. But Henrietta understood me. Once. She was all I could cling to. Her betrayal hurt the most.
You were children then. Both.
You were children then. You and your sister both had no control over what happened.
You're wrong, Witcher. She had control. Remember, dear sister, the day they banished me from the palace? Of course, I'd had the idea to pelt the Nilfgaardian envoy with fish bladders, which we filled with rancid suet on a lark.
Ew.
And which you set afire at the last, to impress me, I imagine. And I admit, you did. Hit him right in his hideous bald patch. Never laughed so hard in my life. But when it came time to find the culprit, you said not a word. I took all the blame and all the punishment.
It's true. I did not stand up for you. I was too afraid.
council was unanimous. They listed all my offenses. My flights from the palace, supposed acts of cruelty, inappropriate friendships. They cast me out. But you, the only one to understand me, you cowered in a corner, lifted not a finger to help. Not before, not after. You never tried to find me.
That's not true. I searched for you, sent out knights, gathered tidings from without. You did not wish to be found. Since the day you vanished, I have lived with the knowledge that I failed you. I'm sorry, dear sister. Can you forgive me?
Sad. Hug. It's a hug.
All in all, best part of the whole ceremony? It was short.
Perhaps for you, as you ducked out early. The others are probably just getting started. The drunkenness never ends in this quaint realm.
No, well, I mean, it
Not
has
so
a lot of
fond
wine.
Toussaint after all, are we?
Oh, this place is like a strong wine, Geralt. Good in small sips. How do you find my personal brew? Not too strong?
No.
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of the Alrauna diabolus variety for that. The tubers which grow in this area's volcanic soil have an altogether unique flavor profile and display a remarkably uncommon dark brown tint.
Fascinating.
Fascinating.
All I can say is this batch turned out excellent.
Indeed. It might be wise to stockpile some roots for the future. Would you care to accompany me?
Right now? In the dark?
You decide to go root picking now? It's dark out.
Geralt, even were I generously to assume it had simply slipped your mind that I am a vampire and thus need no light to see, I'd never
Hey.
believe you had also forgotten that you likewise have absolutely no trouble seeing in the dark. So, shall we?
Rude. Fine.
If you think it's a good idea, let's go. But I think you might be forgetting one thing. Fresh mandrake root of this variety is highly toxic, even to a
To
witcher.
a rabbit.
Not a problem. I never forget matters of safety and hygiene in alchemy. Here, gloves and a mask. Don them, and you shall be in no danger.
Thanks. Right then, let's go.
Let's go. Oh wow, my sword is suffering. Okay. I assume it's gonna be quest items. Yep. Okay. Oh, cool.
This moonlight makes me, oh, so dreamy.
Penny for your thoughts. Let me guess. Succubus twins?
No, I was thinking about, oh, how anything can look interesting when properly lit.
Even an old necrophage corpse?
You've not an ounce of refinement in you, have you?
Hey, hey, hey. Whoa, 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 sir. Ooh. Also, succubus twins? That sounds great. Where do I find them? Ooh, what have we here? Picked mandrake root. I see that. Mine. Mine, mine, mine. Mine. Turn to Regis. Why would I want to do that? Okay, I guess we'll go return to
Now,
Regis
where'd that
then.
bloodsucker go? Won't be easy to track down. He's a vampire after all. Regis! Where'd you go?
Big Prince.
Regis!
You raise your hand against the vampire! You shall die for that!
I did what I had to do!
Traitor! Collaborator!
Okay, then.
Those Bruxay, they called you a traitor.
Alas, we've a very simple code of honor, we vampires. So simple you might call it trivial.
My hood.
Either one is with us, unconditionally, regardless of the circumstances, or
Won't let it go, will they?
they will not. Fortunately, we've another rule, an unwritten one, and just as trivial as the first. It is neatly summarized in the saying, out of sight, out of mind. That is why I must leave Toussaint. For a vastly long time, most like.
Yeah, I get it.
Let us make for my camp. I've an overwhelming desire to have another drink.
I bet you do, man. I bet you do.
Supreme bouquet. Firm, defined beginning, then develops gently, rising to a startling finish. Don't you think?
No.
Not much of a connoisseur.
Then it is high time you started your education. After all, the Corvo Bianco vineyard is now yours. By the way, I left a gift for you at your new home. On the nightstand.
Thanks. Mind telling me what it is?
A trifle. That will nonetheless be useful should you need mutagens. Incidentally, have you thought about what you'll do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over the mantle and take to pruning vines?
No. No, I was made to kill monsters.
No, just not the life for me. Sure, might stop by there occasionally, stay the winter, fill up on wine. But I'd rather keep moving. It's not a choice being a witcher.
Being a
And
rabbit.
once you are one, you're one for life. You can't just step off the path. Besides, plenty of work left for me in the world. Ghouls aren't gonna kill themselves.
Rather droll, isn't it, that each time we meet, something harrowing must happen?
No. No.
I can remember a night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken. We hid in a cave while a blizzard raged all about. Does that sound at all familiar?
How could it not? We just set off to rescue Ciri from Vilgefortz.
Our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something I do not remember so fondly. But that first stay in Beauclair, far calmer than this one.
Yes, indeed.
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole problem, cellars too small to accommodate all that wine.
Appearances, Geralt. Appearances, like Mamoons and Dopplers, deceive. So what did become of Vilgefortz?
I don't know, man.
Killed him. Sure wasn't easy, though.
Sure it was. Where'll you go?
What about you? Any idea where you'll go?
Distance is of the essence. I thought I might venture south.
Nilfgaard?
Why ever not? The Nilfgaardians are a modern society. None there believe in vampires anymore. This fact alone could be very useful to one wishing to remain incognito.
That
Interesting
actually
point
could
of
be,
view.
yeah. Let's just sit for a while longer.
I so don't feel like going anywhere. Sit here a while longer?
So we
Blood
shall,
and
my
wine.
friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
Yeah, we do,
That
man.
we do.
Yay! Yeah, let's go ahead and skip the end.
Actually, I'd love to go home.
Oh no. Well, I guess I'm gonna go home then. Let's see here. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Here we are, home at last. Major Domo!
Master Witcher, some unknown individual barged into the residence. I resisted as best I could, but to no avail.
Who is it?
Alas, they did not do me the basic courtesy of introducing themselves.
It better not be a monster. Hello? Get the sword out. It might be a monster.
Triss?
It's
In
not
the
a
flesh?
monster. Well, I mean, it's not...
I thought you were in Kovir.
I got tired of waiting for you, so I decided to head to Toussaint. Catch
Toussaint.
some sun, see how things are going. You said it would only take a moment.
Things are pretty much wrapped up, luckily. We'll be able to head north soon.
I hope you're not upset I came like this, without warning.
Oh, I'm
I
not.
haven't always been fond of surprises. They remind me of work, the law of surprise, surprise child. But I think I've changed my mind. Seems surprises can actually be pleasant. Very pleasant.
Yes!
Let's go outside. There's this one cozy spot you're gonna love.
Yay! It's Triss! How is the water flowing? Okay. So how are things in Kovir?
How are things in Kovir?
Amazingly boring and predictable. Council meetings mainly concern trade matters, tariffs, storage regulations, that sort of thing.
Boo.
Missing the excitement?
You know the Aetheri saying, may you live in interesting times? Well, I've already done that, and now I'm looking for a bit of quiet. The
Okay.
Other mages I brought with me from Novigrad or who made it north on their own feel the same. You wouldn't recognize them. No conspiracies, cabals, plotting. They just sit there and work for the good of the kingdom.
That's cool.
Sometimes I think it's all too lovely to be true. That something's bound to happen. Another war or some other horror. But for now, it's nice. And once you finish your business here and come join me, it'll be even better.
There's always a monster to slay. What do you think about my vineyard?
So, how do you like my vineyard?
I think you know the answer to that. I like it a lot. House is big, but not showy. Lovely location.
Thank
Perfect
you.
for romantic getaways.
Well, thank you.
Just
thank
finished
you.
some remodeling. Paid through the nose for it, but I think it was worth it. There are already some new saplings and flowers around the grounds, but I think it's still missing something.
Me.
Maybe a hedge maze? With a statue in the center? One that's stately and nude.
Geralt, don't bring up that ball. The wine got to my head and I...
Not bringing it up to tease, but to reminisce. That evening, it was magic. And your dress. You looked lovely in it.
I've got it with me. I could put it on one evening. We'll dine outside by candlelight, listen to the music of the cicadas.
I like this.
Can't wait.
How did you find me?
How'd you find me? Kavir's a long way off.
I have my ways, Geralt. A hydromancy, for example.
All right, I
Oh, yeah,
forgot.
that's right. So, what becomes of us? See anything else in the reflection?
Zoltan moves in.
Oh no!
Please tell me you're joking.
You can breathe easy. Far as I know, he settled down in Novigrad and has no intention of budging.
Oh, thank
In all
God.
seriousness, though, I did see a few scraps of our future, but I'd rather not tell you exactly what.
Why not?
Because you said you've grown to like pleasant surprises.
I think I know exactly what she means by the scraps then. Want me to show you around then?
This is your first time in Toussaint, right? Want me to show you around a bit?
Where'd the bird go?
But I've already made plans.
Oh? What are you going
It's
to do?
disappearing.
Lie down in the sun and not move an inch.
Ah, right. A packed schedule. Not overdoing it a tad.
Oh, gotta get the most of this weather before I return north. Know that joke about how to tell when summer's come to Kavir?
No.
The rain isn't quite so cold.
And sadly, that's not far from the truth. Oh, I shouldn't have told you that. Now you'll change your mind and not come join me.
No, I will.
Wouldn't worry about that.
I'll come back later.
Mind if I leave you here alone for a moment?
Just a moment.
Okay. Be it ever so humble. Well, I guess that's it for The Witcher 3. We're finally done. I guess the only thing that really I have left to do is just to explore these points of interest, but I don't really feel like doing that. I really don't. This game has been very long, but very enjoyable. I guess I'll just have to find out what I'm going to be playing next. And let me tell you, it was really fun. Hey, I wonder if she has anything to say now.
Yes, Geralt?
No.
Mind?
Just...
Ugh. I have to say, though, to be honest, this game is absolutely blowing up my computer, though. I actually had to stop in those last few moments. Like, whenever I was saying, okay, just a moment, I was actually letting my computer rest for a moment because it just absolutely just annihilates it. I have no idea what it is. The only parts that actually annihilate it are during cutscenes. Everything else is just fine, but when it goes down to cutscenes for too long, it just constantly accumulates heat. Oh, whoop.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually thought it almost shut down there.
Just...
But yeah, during cutscenes, it just completely and constantly just accumulates heat, and it just doesn't stop. I don't know what the problem here is, but maybe it's just Witcher 3 isn't optimized all that well. I don't know. Either way, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you all enjoy. Yes, I'll be doing more stuff. Bye!